So I know I missed the super moon last night, but I say that's still not too bad. That's still a pretty big moon. Ooh, whoa, too much, too much. Looks like a light bulb. Okay, good night guys. So before I get to answering today's question, I just wanted to share two beautiful pictures with you guys. These were sent to me from England by my friends Dan and Henry. Hi guys, thank you so much for watching every day. And on the left is their fasting Buddha statue that they invited from flea market in Wisdom Hall, and they carried all the way back to England with them. And then on the right is their sang offering to Medicine Buddha. So I wanted to share these pictures with everyone so that people can rejoice in others' practice for people who are as far away as they are in England. And if you guys have beautiful pictures of beautiful altars, of your beautiful altar and your practice and your offerings that you would like me to share in these videos and feature in these videos, please go ahead and send them to me. I will be very, very happy to include them and to take a look at them. Alright, so let's get started. Hi everyone, I hope you're all doing okay on what is day 15, it should be day 15 of the Life in KFR During Lockdown series. I haven't been feeling that great today, nothing serious, no cough, no sore throat, nothing, just a little rundown, a little tired. So after I helped JP with his live streaming this morning, then I went to rest for a bit and decided to come out while the sun is still up and when it's not so hot to spend a little time with Manjushri. So I'm here on Manjushri Hill to offer some incense, to do some prayers and just get out in the fresh air and in the sunshine while it's still bright. So 2 days ago, yes, 2 days ago, sorry, I'm losing track of time because now it seems like every day is just another day. And to be fair, to be honest, it's always been the case, for those of us who stay in KFR, every day is just really another day because we don't really have weekends or that sort of thing. We are, always open when it's not during the movement control order. But anyway, 2 days ago, a friend asked me, what is the difference between lay pastors and pastors who are going to become ordained? So, lay pastors are the ones who wear maroon shirts and grey jackets and grey trousers. And then ordained pastors, or the ones who are going to become ordained, are the ones who are actually in training to become sangha or to become monks and nuns. So they wear white. So we have an official uniform, which I'm sure you've seen before, that we wear during formal occasions, like pujas and public events and stuff. And then we have a casual uniform, which is the one with the round neck t-shirt, and that's used for when we're doing outside work or work that will result in us getting dirty or like result in us sweating, things like that. So given the current weather here in Kechara Forest Retreat, having been so hot recently, we've been leaning more to the side of this polo shirt and the round neck t-shirt. What is the difference? Lay pastors are not planning to become monks and nuns, so they are not required to observe the training and the rules of being monks and nuns, whereas those who are training to become sangha, or sangha to be as we call them, we wear white and we study the monk and nun vows, and we do our best to observe those vows, and all of this is in preparation and in training for when we actually do receive the vows. So Rinpoche conceptualized and initiated this program for people to bridge the gap between a completely Malaysian secular way of life and then a totally monk and nun way of life. And that bridge in between is the pastor's training program as Sangha to be, where we study the vows so that we know what we are getting into or what we're signing up for when we finally become ordained. So lay pastors have families, some of them still have outside jobs, secular work, and then they have their pastor duties, whereas Sangha to be are all full-time in training to become monks and nuns. As for differences in our portfolios and all that, there aren't actually that many differences. Actually, we all do the same thing. It's just that as a sign that we wish, or we have the aspiration to give up a fully secular life, and we would like to fully commit to this Buddhist path, to the path of Dharma towards enlightenment by becoming monks and nuns. So as a symbol of that, we wear white to distinguish ourselves from the lay pastors. So is the pastorship program open to anyone, or who is it open to? Yes, the pastorship program is open to anyone and everyone. Anyone and everyone can make a request to become a pastor. What it means to become a pastor is that you are making a commitment and you are signaling by wearing the maroon or by wearing the white that you wish to take responsibility not just for your spiritual path but for other people's spiritual path as well. So we wear white and we study the monk and nun vows so that we become familiar with the vows that we need to hold when we actually become ordained. Rimshi said that, because we, as I mentioned earlier, we're not culturally familiar with living that way of life, it is a shock sometimes for people. And so to give us the best chance of holding our vows purely when we become fully ordained, when we actually receive the vows, so should we actually study them and try and hold them before we become nuns. So Rimshi said it's very important for people who want to become monks and nuns to act like a monk and nun first, because it's not the robes and the clothes that you wear that make you a monk or a nun. It's actually whether you abide by the vows, and whether you've received the vows, and whether you abide by the vows once you have received them. So yes, the robes have significance. Yes, the robes are very, very important. Yes, that is definitely the case. But the most important thing for Rinpoche has always been the vows. And so if you can't hold the vows before you wear the robes, what makes you think that you can hold the vows after you wear the robes? And that's why Rinpoche, in his great compassion and his great wisdom, asks us to study the vows before we actually receive them, so that we are familiar with them when we finally take them, and we can hold them effortlessly. That's the key, is being able to hold the vows effortlessly. Alright? So I guess I hope that answers the question that I was asked about the difference between a lay pastor and ordained or Sangha to be pastor. Aside from the superficial difference of us, wearing different clothes, that is my answer. It's the end goal or the end destination for the people who are currently in that role or in that position. So I'm probably going to head back down to Dukar now and do some mantra rolling today before doing prayers tonight for our Guru, His Eminence Kepje Sem Tuku Rinpoche's swift return. I hope you guys can hear the birds. They are really wonderful. That's one of the things that I really love about living in KFR, is, being able to hear the birds and the insects all the time. Rinpoche said before that, all these natural sounds, they have a vibration, and this vibration on your eardrums is very soothing and it's very healing. And although we may not necessarily be able to see the benefits, or we can't see the sound waves, we can't see these vibrations, but the vibrations do have an impact, a positive impact on our ear. And so whenever you're outside in nature, there's always a sense of feeling and calm. It's because that is where we're actually supposed to be, is outside in places like this, where you can hear the birds, you can hear the insects, you can hear the wind in the trees. I know, I just feel really lucky and really blessed to be able to live in a place like this. To wake up and to come outside of my cabin and to have all of this at my fingertips. I think that's one of the things that I've mentioned it before. It's one of the things that I'm very grateful for during this MCO, is to be able to wait out the MCO in a place like this. It's a very peaceful night here in Kechara Forest Retreat. at the Buddha Nageshwaraja outdoor grotto. And Nageshwaraja is one of the 35 confessional Buddhas, so his practice is very, very powerful for purifying negative karma. So I'm back in my room, I'm about to head to bed, and just wanted to say I hope you guys enjoyed the slight switch up in today's video format. Tomorrow I will be doing something else at the request of one of you, which is this, which I will be making together with that. So I will be doing this tomorrow. I will not be doing a 5-minute video on making chocolate hazelnut pancakes because I don't think the people who are advising me on this project would approve, but I will be making this tomorrow. So I will see you guys tomorrow with chocolate hazelnut pancakes. Good night, guys.